Hi everybody, I'm Jones.
And I'm Mann. And we're Jones and Mann. And tonight, we finally are breaking into this big boy right here, Larceny Bourbon.
Breaking into it.
Breaking into it. Good way to go, right? Larceny? Breaking into it? Okay, good. All right, Jones. This is a big boy. I heard really good things about Larceny. I never tried it before. I was traveling in South Carolina and went into I think it was like Greens or some big box ABC or liquor store. I got this big bottle and I want to say it was like 30 some bucks, 32, somewhere in that neighborhood. Which I was like, okay, either they're having a really good deal or this is not that great. Yeah. But I've seen this, because this is a half gallon, so 1.75 liter. I've seen it for way more than 30 some bucks. So I snatched it up, and we just haven't cracked into it.
Haven't had a chance.
So I felt like today was just a good day as any. So what can you tell us about the good old 1870 Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey Larceny? I was trying to read all this.
All the stuff on the front and the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I do know is that it is 92 proof.
Yep.
And it is a wheated bourbon.
Okay.
Or wheated bourbon whiskey. So.
And we tried some wheated before.
Yeah, we tried
some
before.
Yeah, so check them out. Check them out.
Check them out. And we enjoyed those. They were pretty good. I think one of the funniest facts of when I saw the bottle or found out the name doing my research about John E. Fitzgerald. So a lot of people say because he worked at the Treasury and he had keys to all the rich houses.
Yeah, so it's keys right there. Yeah,
that's right. So it kind of gives away the name of larceny, where some people call him a thief.
Oh.
And then
so he was going in the Rick house and taking a little something out.
Yes, he was borrowing some of the barrels,
but he brought the barrel back, but without the juice.
Well, he was acquiring the best barrels.
Oh, okay.
So was he just simply a thief, or was he a thief with good taste?
I'm gonna say, yeah, that borrowing. Anytime it's been me in that situation, it was always considered stealing. But it's cool. Like some of this little tag had some drinks on it, and it was the Gold Rush, and then the Smash and Grab. So I might try and make, I don't know, with mint sprigs. I don't know about that though, mint sprigs, but we'll see. So I say let's do what we do.
Let's crack into it.
Let's crack on open.
Let's see what this 5-finger discount
tastes like. Yeah. When I was making this purchase, I did not anticipate what I would do with all of this if it's not good.
Well, summer's coming up. Got some cookouts. You can always just leave this one bourbon out if it's really not that good.
Man, it's so. I feel like
it's huge.
I feel like a kid trying to pour it. All right, I'm gonna leave it open because we gotta make another couple pours.
Yeah.
Now it does smell like a bourbon. It does smell. Reminds me right away of Weller. That scent. I guess that is the wheat. Yeah. The wheat side of it. That sweetness that you get if you ever go into a distillery. I think a lot of times there's a sweet that comes with wheat, and then there's a sweet that comes with corn, not coin. Because I'm drinking them. Okay. Peppery.
Yeah, definitely peppery.
Little spicy out there, but not offensive. Not offensive at all. It talks to you when you pour it. That's how it's
yeah.
I guess that's when the bottles. I keep pouring you a big one. Let's slap the top on it. Can y'all see us around this big bottle?
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, let's let her swish around on the rocks a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I keep sipping on it to try to get a few little taste of it. And
no real. I don't know if I can't smell now because I still have this. This has a little heat, not like down in your chest heat, but in your mouth feel.
Yeah,
a little peppery, kind of spicy kind of feel.
Very peppery and spicy. For 92 proof, those.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
It's just not very rich or bold on that neat shot. So I kept sipping it, trying to say maybe it's going to get better. But so far as neat, it's just not. It doesn't put a lot of feel into your mouth, other than the peppery taste and feel.
It's not really complex.
No, not at all.
It's not really complex. It's not. But, well, let's do this. Quick, I'm gonna drink them.
Pepper comes down.
Mm-hmm.
Heat goes away.
A little bit of that's that barrel aging, that dryness. It kind of happens. A little pepper kind of just floats around in there, but like you say, the burn is gone. Me. I think that's what the meme says. Me. I don't dislike this. I guess I just jumped into what I think about it. I don't dislike this. I can't really. There's nothing definitive about it that makes me say I love it. For 92 proof, it is pleasurable to drink, and it has pepper, which is an oxymoron in my world. Yeah. And I think about $32. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad. You know, when I think about the difference between this and, like, let's say the Special Reserve. The Special Reserve was a little bit more complex. Yeah. So when I say complex, I mean, like, imagine this as being cranberry juice. And then in that cranberry juice, you put vodka. And then you put orange juice. Or maybe you put a little grenadine. When you mix all of that together, it's all mixed in together, but you kind of get, get the heat of the vodka. Oh, I get a little citrusy of the, and here is very, to me, it's kind of flat. But that's, I guess, that's not bad in that it's not complex. And at $32, I don't think I would expect it to be too super complex. So I think when we talk about, like, a lot of people ask us, from a lower budget standpoint, what's a good bourbon to go with? If you like weeded bourbons and with availability, I think that this is a prime choice.
Yeah. So what would you rank it on the scale of 1 to 5?
As in, I'll give it a 3, middle of the road. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that. I don't worry about this finishing this bottle. With the bourbon drinkers I know, and on the occasion that I feel like grabbing some bourbon, I think I won't have a problem with this being gone. I don't feel like this is going to necessarily, unless I see it at this price again, I don't think this is necessarily going to be, I'm not a big bourbon drinker, so it's not going to be my first choice to grab for bourbon. But, hey, at the price, man, you can't, because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, well, what would I grab? I do like Four Roses, and Four Roses is a good price and complex, but, I mean, Four Roses is $30.
Yeah.
And this is
single barrel.
And this is 2.5 times that.
Yeah.
Quantity wise. So I mean, I'm stepping Larceny up the more I talk about it.
I don't know. It may have been a good deal if you got it on as well.
Yeah, true.
Typically, I see this somewhere around $25, $30 just for the fifth.
Yeah. So no.
Yeah, it gets a little better.
Yeah.
It gets a little better.
That was kind of.
Yeah, it gets a little better.
Okay, on the rocks, 3.5.
Okay,
because that had a little, almost like a little cherry note in there. There was a little complexity in there. The water opened it up and let it breathe. Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
took some of that pepper out of it.
I took the pepper out of it. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, maybe, we need, definitely, if you try this, put it on ice and let it sit for a while, because that last little swig right there was tasty.
Yeah, it gets better the longer it sits on the ice.
Yeah. So what would you rate it as, Jones?
Neat. I'm going to tell you, I give it like a 2. It's very boring. Overall, I'll give it like a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
It's not bad. And, if I were to go into a bar, and typically, everybody always has a bourbon as Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So I would choose this over Jack Daniels every time, anytime.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the more I sip this, I mean, I can move from on the rocks. I can move from that 3.5 to 4 in the bourbon world. Yeah. Because this, I mean, those seriously, those last couple of sips were pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I think that's where it gets most of its praise from. Is not, no, I don't think many people sip this neat.
Yeah.
I think they'll put it on the rocks. They might put some ginger ale in it, maybe some Coke.
Oh, that's legit. Now I take a little bit back, because there is not a lot of complexity, like you say, on the rock. I mean, neat shot. The neat shot was just kind of boring.
Yeah, that's why I kept trying to get some hints on it.
Oh, as it sat and a little bit of water got in there, that thing opened up a little bit. Yeah. Now I still don't put it on the level of Special Reserve. And maybe some other things that we've tried, but for the money, this is I'm gonna say this is getting to be best bang for the buck.
Oh, yeah.
If I could get this at 30, let's say 35. I feel like it was 32, but let's say $35. If I can get this at 35 for bourbon drinkers, I might grab that every time.
I would grab it every time.
Every time.
You know how you. But you have so much in your stash that you don't do quite like I do, where I'll go out and I'll get a inexpensive bottle during cookouts and things like that. So, I don't mind if it gets disappeared. Whereas, you get your Blantons and your hard to find Buffalo Trace, or most time it's either Eagle Rare or I do Eagle Rare, and I'll do the Henry McKenna. Yeah. So I'll get those as the ones that, hey, go ahead and have your fill, drink it up.
Yeah. Eagle Rare's getting more available now than it's ever been before.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love this more than Eagle.
Yeah. This would be one of the ones that I would probably replace Eagle Rare with, because it's always easy to find and it's a couple bucks cheaper. So literally that quick. I went from me. Like the emoji to this is really good.
People who drink this on the rocks are probably the ones that have been telling me, you should try this. We've got a viewer, and I've been trying to think of his name. He's like, you got to do Larceny, And when I sipped it, I was like, I was like, yeah. But now I see what you're talking about now. I see what you're talking about, because that's daggone good.
Yeah. Now I'm curious as to, I want to try more wheated bourbons to see if all of them get better like that.
I wonder, are there a lot of wheated bourbons though? As I understand it, I don't think that there's a ton that take that mix.
Yeah, because I know with the Wellers, it got better as it sat.
It did.
So like I said, I wonder if that's a characteristic of the wheated bourbons.
Yeah, I'm definitely digging that. Definitely digging it. So there you have it. Larceny is. I'm gonna change my 3.5, and I'm gonna give it in the bourbon world a strong 4. And you're gonna keep 3.5.
Still 3.5.
Still 3.5. So there you have it. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JonesNmann.com. You want to tell us the other part?
Oh, clicking the bell.
Clicking the bell.
Make sure you get the updates every week.
Subscribe. You might see some some ads. I'm just trying to say, watch an ad or two every now and then, so we can bring you more great stuff like this. That'll add a little extra friction, a little extra revitalization to the budget. And
Fund that Pappy's bottle.
Fund that Peppery's bottle. You know, I started to say, hey, let's put a GoFundMe out there or a Cash App and say, hey, if you watch us and you want to contribute, drop some money in the Cash App, and then, because I like to, tomorrow, if I wanted to go out and buy a bottle, I know where there's some bottles at.
Oh, really?
But they are
grand.
yeah. No, not a couple grand. Like I could get a 10-year probably at $500. I might can get a 15 somewhere at, you're getting close to $1,000.
Yeah.
But I just can't spend $1,000 of my money on that.
Right.
Now, if we as a collective, I would even be willing to. I'd be willing to, like, the highest bidder, invite them down. But you got to get here.
Yeah.
And if you can get here, then you could join us on a guest star and sip that 15 with us. But I got all these ideas, but I didn't pursue it. I'm still on the hunt. I feel like at some point, if we stay at this and we keep grinding, that we can get our hands on a bottle. Yeah. But having a 10-year, I'm like, I think I'm not stopping finding other stuff, because I feel like there's a ton of other stuff out there that we can try for you guys and tell you about that are just as impressive as Peppery.
That's right.
Maybe just not as elusive.
That's right.
So, another episode of Jones and Mann. Daggone it, Larceny. What's his name again? Fitzgerald.
John, yeah, Mr. Fitzgerald.
Oh, John Fitzgerald. He
got the right barrel.
He's a good thief. Twinkle and jingle. We'll catch you next time.